Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is for you. Good day. Welcome to a Friday night stream, and we're just going to chill tonight. We are going to hopefully finish up the Zenless Zone Zero 1.2 storyline, which it should have been done by now, but we had some weird technical issues. The game kept crashing on us. Our PC had issues, but hopefully. Why is my microphone so loud? Hold up. I think one of the settings might have gotten messed up. Let me see if I can fix this. Gonna mute the mic. Alright, testing, testing. Alright, that's better. One of the switches on the mic must have got hit when I was placing it back on the stand. So anyway, yeah. We had technical issues. Game kept crashing. PC had issues after a crash, so... As long as that doesn't happen, we should be able to finish the story, which I don't think we have much left. And afterwards, I don't know. I kind of want to... Like, after playing Space Marine 2, I kind of want to go back to Dark Tide. Dark Tide was really fun. So many games I want to play right now. And as far as, like, I know I would complain about Final Fantasy 16, wanted to play that, but just not having the time. I'm going to wait and see if it ever comes out on the Xbox. I'll definitely buy it on the Xbox. That way, like, I want to stream it. I'll just sit on my couch, play Cilia there watching me. And just, like, making afternoon out of that. That's because the way they set up Final Fantasy 16, that's the kind of game style I want to do. But, hey. We're just going to wait and see. For now, let's get back into the story mode here. Here, let me fix this in OBS. Alright. Let's continue the story. Well, and I'm actually considering buying myself a 3D printer. I know I said my younger brother has a 3D printing business, but he's really busy. And it takes time to print like anything. So I don't want to take time out of his busy schedule to accommodate my selfish needs to paint models. So I might call him up and ask him some advice on a 3D printer. Like a good one, like a resin one, so I can make really good models. And you know, I don't know where I would put it though. I'm still trying to clear out a lot of the clutter in this apartment. Silly and I, we're kind of hoarders, and I'm trying to clean up some space. Threw out a ton of stuff the past couple weeks. So we just got to throw out some more stuff, and I'll figure it out. Right, we were with Caesar. She was tracking down some purse thief, and now we're talking to the public security. Hey, hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, right. She was talking to Wise, but the call got cut off. Darn, my phone died. Got it ages ago at a yard sale. Looked fine back then. But now it's acting up. Outer Ring has many dead zones for signals, so not having a phone isn't really a big deal, but now it's causing trouble. Middle-aged public security officer. So, young lady, have you managed to contact your friend yet? Oh, your phone is ancient. My daughter is your age, and she changes hers out every year, huh? Huh? Your outfit. You're from the Outer Ring, right? Huh? Is there an issue with that? I got all the papers to enter the city. Oh, that's not what I mean. Most of the Outer Ring folk in the Fanus Quarter, and it's rare to see one here. Thank you for your help. But next time when the public security officers ask civilians to steer clear, just stay put. It's too risky to dash into danger. Caesar. But I'm not a citizen. I'm from the Outer Ring. You don't have the duty to protect me, do you? Middle-aged public security officer. Technically, I guess. But you're still a kid in my eyes, and it's only natural for us adults to protect you kids. Caesar. Ha! Don't sweat it. I've kicked my fair share of butts, and I can tell if my foe's tough from a mile away. Speaking of, you're not nearly as tough as the fugitive. Haven't you considered he lured you into the alley to pick you off away from the crowd? Of course we have. Huh? So why did you... It was an emergency, and we had no backup. If we hadn't acted, he might have snatched an innocent civilian. To be honest, I didn't want to face him head on, but we had no other choice. Caesar. For some reason, this officer reminds me of old man Grey Crow, who retired a while back. Back when I was like 10, the Companion Hollow emerged, swallowing a few kids who were picking berries. He risked himself to rescue them, and it wrecked his health, but he always smirked whenever he mentioned that incident. What's up, young lady? Nothing. I'm off to meet my friend. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, and thank you again for your help. It's all set now. I should meet the proxy. Maybe I should check out that tea milk place first. Ah, we get to play as Caesar. Sort of. We get to run around as Caesar. Okay, we're getting some lag issues. Why is the frame rate dropping? It has to be the game engine. Excuse me, may I ask something? Ellipses. Hello? Well, I'm sorry, I gotta be distracted. Welcome to Richard T. Milk. Rich in Milk. Rich... Oh, it's you again. Glad you remember me. Do you know where my friend went? After you dashed across the bridge, your friend got worried and ran after you. Didn't you two meet up? No, and my phone's dead. Can't reach him at all. I see. I'm sorry for not being helpful. No sweat, and I'll sort this out. Hey, you alright? You look distracted. Huh? How do you know? You've been zoning out. Is it because of that girl with the glasses? Oh, is she bullying you? No, she's not. She's just a friend trying to talk me out of my job. Huh? Talk you out of your job? Yeah, I started working here, thinking I would enjoy some tasty tea milk while making a little cash on the side. But it turns out more customer service than I thought. Dealing with people have never been my thing. I was wondering, is this job... What does this have to do with the story? Is this job... If this job isn't my thing, and the pay isn't great, why should I stick around if I just want to enjoy my tea milk? I'm sorry for venting. It must be tedious hearing about my worries, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, you're all good. If you're thinking of quitting, why hesitate? Because seeing customers happy with their drink, saying it's perfect in taste and temperature, it's fulfilling. I want to make drinks to bring relaxation to everyone. Ah, thank you. I think I figured out something. I'll stick around here for a bit longer. Don't mention it. I've just been chatting with you, but what you said made me realize something too. Oh, are you troubled too? Yeah, kinda. Haha. My friend has been worried about me. They even found an excuse to drag me into the city to help me unwind. They're experts at acting like nothing happened. Aw, sounds like you got a great friend. Yeah, that's why I need to step up too. Oh, you said you got separated from your friend. How did you get here to Luminous Square? We rode on my trusty motorbike, of course. Oh, right. I'll just head to the parking lot and wait for him. Oh, thanks for the hint. I'm leaving. You're welcome. Come back soon. Oh, okay. That was a little bit long-winded, but maybe we could finally advance the story. Oh, there he goes. Caesar, you're here! Though you asked me to wait at the tea milk store for you, I was worried. Then by the time I found those PubSec officers, they told me you had already left. Well, Caesar's a lot taller than Wise, I just noticed. I couldn't contact you and I was afraid of losing you again, so I just stayed here. Sorry, it's all because my phone malfunctioning, but now that we're together, let's head back to 6th Street. I didn't realize it got so late. You're right. We should be getting back. Too bad we couldn't hang out more. No worries. I actually had quite a meaningful time here. After a while, you return to random play with Caesar.
The data should have finished copying by now, and it's getting dark. Let's head back to the outer ring. Thanks for showing me around today. Seems like everywhere in New Eridu is just as busy as the old oil field's biggest market. Badger's Respite. So many strange and wonderful things. No wonder a lot of people from the outer ring want to live here.
Haven't you ever thought about it?
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar? With your skills, you could apply for citizenship.
Me? Never thought about it. Even now, being here in the city, I still feel like I belong in the outer ring.
Wise, it really is you. Long time no see.
Hey, did you break in? I thought we closed up.
Saying you'd be away for a while, but I didn't expect it to be this long. Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How are you guys?
Thanks, Enzo. We're good.
We're doing good, thanks Enzo. Just visiting friends for a few days.
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of Belle and Wise.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just drop by my store.
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? You seem close. I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, people seem pretty friendly here too. You asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the outer ring, I've just never thought about leaving. So, if I want to really protect them, I can't do that.
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking a lot these past few days. Growing up with the stories of the Torrid Inferno, I always wanted to become the Overlord to prove I was the strongest. But being the Overlord is more than just being the strongest. Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. He even took care of the problems in Blazewood and with the Sons of Caledon. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because he had been working on negotiations with the other regions. I would have never thought of doing that. I didn't even know it was an option. When he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But I only understood after she told me. Casa has been working tirelessly for the town, bearing the brunt of all the pressure. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Caesar, you have your own strengths too. Realizing your shortcomings is the first step to improvement.
Realizing your shortcomings is the first step to becoming a better person. And you have your strengths too, Caesar. When you found those goods in the hollow, you didn't get angry. You let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us, but you still thought of the town's residents first, worrying the items would be corrupted in the hollow.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is more important than my pride or my feelings. But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I chase them down. Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Torrid Inferno. Pompey is a great opponent. This time, we'll find out once and for all who's the best!
I had a blast too, Proxy, all thanks to you. Plus, chatting with you today made me feel so much better. Awesome. Since we're done here, let's return to the outer ring. I'll wait for you in the parking lot. Like, there's not gonna be much left. We gotta get a boss fight in before we end this story. I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep pulling for Caesar. I do. Okay, I like the Caesar character a lot. But Bernice, I really like Bernice's playstyle. So that's what I'm struggling with. And I only have enough currency to attempt for one. I can't guarantee either. Meanwhile, somewhere in the old oil field district...
Boss, here's the new route distribution sheet. The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you've worked so hard for these new routes. Are you really going to just hand them over?
If it weren't for Moore stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with integrity. The motor leak stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't let your cleverness backfire.
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days. Am I getting too old for this?
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tour d'Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly raring to go.
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to replace me yet.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days.
Is he poisoning him?
After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Yeah, he's being poisoned for sure. What up, El? Everything is set for the Tour d'Inferno wise, and Caesar's looking sharp too. The competition's just around the corner, so if there's any last-minute preparations needed, let's get it done ASAP. All set. Okay, so I would assume normally this would have been a TV event. This is what I'm noticing between the TV events and the removal of the TV events. And okay, I understand why they removed the TV events from the story. It was a break in flow, and there was like a lack of immersion. It didn't bother me much, I know, but it bothered a lot of other people. But with the TV events, like if you use your imagination, there was a lot more going on with the TV events. That, you know, you hear the characters talk about a lot of the goofiness, like with your Anton. Anton's quite literally like bashing down walls and destroying machines, clearing out paths for you. There was that one where some machines were being used like as artillery, just blasting areas beside you, and you had to like navigate around there. But now that we just have, with the removal of the TV events, we have it says we just go from one spot, fight enemies, next spot, fight enemies, next spot, fight enemies. There's nothing special going on now. We're just going from battle to battle to battle, and that's it. And that's what's kind of bothering me. Like, if they could somehow make it so, like, you know, like those artillery things blasting blasting on the sides, and we gotta move around. If you have the characters doing special things on the side, and we see it happen. Even with Soldier 11, I think it's Soldier 11. Almost Soldier in her event, you know, they had the sniper taking out enemies. It's like, we're not going to see that. Like, it's never going to happen again. And that's what's bothering me. Like, I would like that to happen with these new action scenes, but I'm doubtful that it will happen. And I think that it's just going to be now this kind of lazy combat to combat to combat, and that's it. And that's what's disappointing to me. Caesar and the crew are already on the move for the kickoff. Wise, let's link up with the HDD and get EO started. The race from which a hero was born. Now, are we actually going to be on a motorcycle? Did they set it up so we're going to be riding on a motorcycle? Okay, we're physical. We got fire. And you know what?
I only
We don't have any characters that would make sense to be here.
Good day, Proxy. Is it
Okay, we got Lucy. I mean
Let's
Piper.
Take a break.
But I'm not building
You need
Piper.
help? Call me any.
Standing by.
Which alias
Yeah,
should I
we'll bring
use
her.
this time?
She's just Jane Doe is just an upgraded Piper anyway. Old Oil Field District, toward the Inferno starting point.
Alright, all you diesel-loving rascals, watching on TV, listening on the radio, and cheering live, gather around. It's your favorite gal, Jolly Jenny here. 30, 40, or even 50 years ago, a young man performed the miracle of diving into the flames and returning a hero. And in just a few minutes, new heroes will recreate the legendary Toward Inferno.
This entire race is going to be this comic style scene.
Didn't expect so many people. I'm feeling a bit nervous.
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around?
Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event, every Toward Inferno is filmed by
Do
drones.
people not know how to use zippers?
And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this year's factions. Defending, we got the Vanquishers. Pompey, Lucius, and Mars. Challenging, we have the Sons of Paladon. Caesar, Lucy, and Lighter. The rules are simple. Charge into the hollow, reach Cinder Lake, and use the Spark Stone to blow up those pesky ether crystals. Whoever completes the ritual first will be crowned Overlord.
Overlord! The finals have been a long time coming. The showdown's gonna be a blast.
You're quite confident, little girl. Do your best, and try not to bore me.
All right, folks, take your positions. The Toward Inferno is officially on! The Vanquishers and the Sons of Caladon are neck and neck as they pass the fort.
Alright, yeah, it's just going to be a comic book scene then.
Epic showdown in the hollow.
Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the hollow.
Cinder Glow Lake, here we come!
Okay, no, we're just waiting to get into the hollow, and then we can play, right? But are we going to be on the motorcycles? Yeah! Nice. Here, hold up. Wait, what is that button? Is that gonna be X? I'm not using a phone. Why are they using the... This is the tutorial interface for a phone, which I am not using. I'm assuming that's X. While accelerating, you can safely push through obstacles on the road. You press the... Is that gonna be Y? Want to perform a dodge. Use the dodge to allow you... No, that's gonna be A. Allows you to, I think. Safely push through obstacles on the road.
Alright, we're in the hollow.
Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake.
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road
Rush
ahead.
past them.
Nope, nope! Ouch! Hit my head.
You okay?
Not at all. My hair is full of sand.
That's what you get for being so slow.
There are more and more ether crystals around.
Ether concentration levels are up too. Everybody be careful. Huh. There's a huge building over there.
Probably an oil refinery, right? Big Daddy
Nope.
Billy, this
Damn it.
place used to be incredible. Oh, that was close.
Watch where you're going.
Damn it, I missed it again. Hope I'm not missing any goodies by missing those ramps.
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead. Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
Nope. Road rash. Come on.
That was a tough track.
Really? Is that all you got?
Just focus on your driving, okay?
Are we going to see any other riders?
Watch out. It's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking.
Yeah, my controls are being less responsive now. Did we just crash into a frozen screen? What's going on? Did the bang boost stop moving? Oh, wait. Are we going to load? Some moments later.
Proxy! Proxy! Wake up! Are you okay? Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your bang boo alright?
I'm fine. How are you holding up? I'm fine. How's everyone else?
I'm fine. What about the others?
I don't know. Lucy and Lighter are missing. It's just you and me. When the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a massive hole. And when I woke up, we were here.
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused by the severe tremors, you have deviated from the planned route, recalculating your position. Additionally, before the rockfall, a significant release of energy was detected coming from both sides of the road. Please proceed with caution.
A significant release of energy. You mean an explosion?
There were old oil facilities on that path. Did the explosion come from there? What's this? When we fell in here, I got covered in this glittery dust.
Dust?
Dust. Now that you mention it, Eos is covered in it too. Wait a minute. Isn't this stuff the ether powder left behind after a pure ether explosive goes off?
What did you say, Wise? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring. So how did it get here?
Someone set off their explosion purposely.
That can only mean one thing. The explosion was no accident.
What? Who did this? Couldn't be the Vanquishers, could it? But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to compete. How could he stoop so low?
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, there's no way today's race can continue as planned. The drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have to tell her the truth and get her to call it off.
Understood, Second Assistant. Connecting you now.
Is she
Oh,
gonna
hey, Pop,
understand
see,
what's
it's you.
going on, though?
What are you calling me for? Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, didn't you see what just happened?
What? Did something happen?
Why, something's wrong. Fairy says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not just ours. Even the footage of the Overlord is fake. The footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
The enemy seems to be blocking information. The enemy doesn't seem worried about being exposed afterward. Blocking information.
You're right. It seems the enemy is deliberately blocking information from the Hollow. And there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the outer ring. Could they be targeting Cinder Lake?
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in danger?
Yes, I think Wise's guess makes sense.
Caesar, what do you plan to do next?
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. So what's the plan? We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened. Or...
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to Cinder Lake. We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can protect Cinder Lake, we'll figure the rest out.
I respect and follow your decision.
Got it. Phaethon will respect and follow your decision.
Wait. What are you all talking about? It sounds like something crazy happened, but it doesn't make any sense. Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain everything to you later. Wise, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to regroup with Lighter and Lucy.
A couple minutes later, you and Caesar managed to return to the surface.
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much
Biosignals
time.
detected in the area ahead.
There's no
Wait, I thought we had
end to
Lucy.
these things.
That was Lucy's voice. Let's hurry.
Oh, right, okay. She didn't hold on with us.
Hit ya harder.
Okay.
Oh, I see some goodies. Later, are you actually gonna fight?
I have arrived.
Caesar and the Proxy! Seriously? What took you so long?
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal. Seems like it was caused by ether explosives.
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying to harm Cinder Lake. We have to get there fast.
Wait! If you're going to Cinder Lake, you need a bike!
Note, I've already detected the coordinates of 3 motorbikes.
That's great news. Proxy, take us there now.
Oh, okay, I knew there was something here. Spin the wind.
Sorry. Here's a taste of the abyss.
Here I come! Bang on!
No escape.
Victory's mine.
This way.
Yeah.
There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Maybe I'll do one more 10 pull for Caesar. Maybe.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
And let me look around first. Alright, no goodies. Soon after, Caesar and the others quietly approached the figure.
It's Morse. That's weird. Why isn't he with the Overlord and the others?
Boss, that guy just now was holding a pair of binoculars. He seemed to be looking at something at the foot of the mountain, just where the explosion happened.
At this moment, Moore's communicator sounds.
Moors, what's your status? Have you seen the Sons of Caledon? Where have they gone to?
Reporting in, boss. I've been monitoring their route as instructed, but I still haven't seen any sign of them yet.
Still haven't seen him. Those young'uns know how to handle themselves. Now that they're facing some real trouble, they can't take it.
Boss? You okay?
Mors, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him cut down those ethereals just now with a single slash?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits of yours. Turning tail and running at the first sign of danger, and underestimating your enemies when victory's within reach. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with that attitude.
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour d'Inferno, but now you've insisted on coming along. That counts as progress. Mors, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon. We aren't far from Cinder Lake.
Not good. The Vanquishers are way ahead of us.
But by the sounds of it, Pompey knew nothing about the explosion.
Something seems off.
Is it just me, or does something feel off about Mors? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from here, even without binoculars.
Roxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Mors was sent to spy on us. It's still weird that he didn't even mention this to the Overlord.
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there?
Mors, time to surrender.
Not gonna happen!
Looks like I hate amazing play!
Weaklings!
Oh, spin away.
Strike zone!
This one's a real crowd pleaser.
Not even close! Careful. I bite.
This isn't good. He's trying to get away!
Not bad. Mors, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
Morris must have had something to do with the explosion back there. Me! What? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the ethereals in front of us. Darkness.
Cinder Glow Lake, toward the Inferno finish line.
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown, but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so useless.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years. What's with all these ether crystals
Yeah, that
coming out
shouldn't
of
be happening,
nowhere?
should it?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment of Cinder Lake.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompey. I've replaced your spark stone. Cinder Lake will be completely extinguished soon. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether concentration will skyrocket. Especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether, it will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar! You monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. I was blind! Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether companies? What it'll do to this place?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control! What is it?
Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon. They're about to reach Cinder Lake.
What? All those explosives didn't take them out? We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be out of your misery.
That's a pretty
Wait a
fancy
minute.
sword that guy has.
I just remembered. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of Caledon in a final showdown?
Meanwhile,
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration near Cinderglow Lake has been detected.
What? What's going on?
There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's definitely not a good sign. Damn. Does that mean we're too late?
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as we can. Proxy, where are our bikes?
The Fisher took them to a place not too far away. Come with me. Ferry, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I have also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead.
Weaklings! Yeah!
Careful. I bite.
slice him up.
Oops, sorry.
Lead him. There's some bikes. Real quick, what's around here? Alright, nothing of interest. Thank goodness my old buddy's still good to go. Lucy, lighter, how are your rides holding up? The wheels are a bit wonky, but they're hanging in there. Mine's good too. Alright, let's roll. Very convenient that all three of our bikes just happen to be in the same spot. Some moments later.
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe.
Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now! We can deal with the rest
There's
later!
no time! Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
Old man!
Oh, it kind of reminds me of Inferno Rider, an ether style. Oh, he looks so sweet.
Hey!
Where'd he go?
Old man!
Oh, there we go.
It's useless. He's completely turned into an ethereal.
Damn it! This is all Lucius is doing! He's the one conspiring with an ether corporation to extinguish Cinder Lake!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he can do whatever he pleases.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
What?
Wanna know what lurks
We
in
almost
the
got him.
darkness?
Victory is in sight!
Biggie, roll out.
I'll win it. End of story.
Stop a raging blade!
Easy peasy.
Attack mode
Phase
has
2.
changed. Watch out, everyone.
Out of our way, old man! If this keeps up,
The enemy is exhausted. Hold on a little longer.
are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us. Just think about winning. This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace.
Understood. Leave it to me.
It's really hard to see what I'm doing.
Careful. I bite.
Come on, face me head on.
I'll win it. End of story.
Amazing play.
Now! Now we're talking. I won't
One more
budge.
time.
Even one step!
Booyah.
Come on, just a bit more! I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it.
But Cinder Lake, in a few minutes it'll be completely extinguished.
How ironic. Even with the Sparkstone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens.
Huh?
I'll get the Sparkstone there.
What? Wait. No. Caesar, you can't mean...
Caesar! Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Caesar! If we can't stay here, we'll just leave!
You're right, Lucy. Even without oil, we can still make a living somewhere else. But what about the people who don't have a choice? I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do. look at me like that. Because I'll start to feel afraid.
We all know she's still alive, right?
Caesar, you...
Although I don't know what kind of excuse they're gonna come up with for her still being alive. Because we saw her just go right into the lava.
Wait, there's an abnormal spatial fluctuation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
Right, I know it. She was separated from her bike. How did she get back on her bike?
Yo, we meet again.
That's an annoying Deus Ex Machina. Like, I knew it was going to happen, that she was going to survive, but I would have liked it to have made sense. The fissure, okay, maybe there was a fissure underneath the lake that she went into, but she was separated from the bike. And we saw her dip into the lava. She should be more
Boys,
burnt.
everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left. I almost missed seeing you off.
Caesar, I told you, you shouldn't have rushed over here. With everything that's happened in the old oil field, you need to be there to keep things under control.
I told you I'm just the acting overlord. That day, even though Pompey threw in the Sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line. The overlord title should be his.
Speaking of Lucius, he dead.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news on his
Oh, no,
whereabouts?
no, I'm thinking of Pompey.
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moors either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and Piper to cut him off, but he got away. Looking through the stuff he left behind, we found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city. Combined with EOS's recordings that day, the old oil field bikers are well aware of what he did. Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
It was all you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When Cinder Lake was about to go out, I almost gave up hope. All I could do was watch as he rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
Tell Caesar Ferry's hypothesis.
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first overlord was true? Well, this was an unexpected discovery.
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention-y?
Ask Caesar about the details.
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Yeah, like how your bike
Parts
get
of
in
it,
there.
but it's hazy. I thought I was done for. In the darkness, I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel every part of the overwhelming pressure as I passed through the fissure. Then, I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped towards it. Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I suddenly realized that I'd never made that clear before. I thought she'd be relieved, but that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
Yeah, that was intense.
That was pretty wild. Lighter and I were at a loss for words.
My face was even swollen the next day. You guys all had a good laugh about it. But this time, I really worried you all. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something as a memento.
Wasn't this a dream catcher we were talking about before?
Wow, a sunflint!
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design in the middle.
Thanks, I'll cherish it.
Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you rise from the ashes.
Everyone's feeling bummed about you leaving, Proxy. Why not go and say goodbye? Big Daddy heard about what happened with the Tour de Inferno, and over to help me. Probably missed the word there, and came over to help me hold down the fort. He's eager to meet you too. Got anything else on your mind, Proxy? About the old oilfield's current situation. Big Daddy said we're in for a bit of a rough patch. While the oil flowing smooth, the vanquishers might be a bit wild with old man Pompey gone. We gotta stay sharp. Plus, I know I'm not exactly cut out to be the Overlord. No worries, you got what it takes. We're all in this together. Hey, thanks. Old man Pompey has sealed a deal with the other districts. I won't let this effort go to waste. About Perriman's situation. That's right, I forgot about Perriman. Well, he's been improving these days, but he's not fully conscious yet or able to chat. But don't worry, I'll give you a heads up once he's ready to talk. Thanks so much. No worries. Nothing else for now. Let's stay in touch, Proxy. We'll be missing you. Alright, we're going to do 2 10 pulls. I think that should be okay. That'll get us very close to Hidden Pity. And, I'll do 110 pull. Maybe, we'll see what we get with 110 pull. No S rank. I'm going to skip that. We're going to get 1A. But, and we got bad. Ooh. 15 will guarantee an S rank, but we still got a 50-50 on whether we get Caesar or not. If we do end up getting Caesar, there's probably no way we'll be able to get Bernice. How much time do we have for this banner? I'm looking for how many days is left. Okay, 18 days. It'll be tight. It will be tight. One more 10 pull. If we don't get it, that's it. We're going to save it for Bernice. No S rank. Wait. No, we did get an S rank. 50-50 chance. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be in the 8th one. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is the A rank coming up. And
Time to
here's
kick
Piper.
back and chillax.
Now we see if we get Caesar. 50-50 chance.
I'm Caesar, the leader of the
We
Sons
got
of
her.
Caledon.
So unless we get super lucky, we're probably not going to get Bernice. Although Caesar's really good though. Let's see the signal shop. Can we buy any poles? No, we gotta wait 3 more days before we can buy these. And I'm saving this currency to get the S rank W engines. Alright, we're gonna talk to the team, finish up the story, and then I'm gonna call it. Piper. Are you heading back to the city, Proxy? Thanks for all your work these days. Happy to help. Just give me a shout if you need help with anything. You youngsters are always buzzing with energy. Hope we'll work together again. Where have you been lately? Oh, that's sweet. You've been keeping little old me in mind? I've been on the road, delivering messages and all. With the incident during the Tour de Inferno and Pompey gone, I need to clear the air before anyone starts spreading rumors. But Lucy ain't nearly as caring as you. She made me visit all the settlements in town within a week. I'm exhausted. But you've only been away for 3 days, right? Huh, yeah, don't worry. I've handled it already. Little old me ain't the same clumsy girl from back in the day. I just wanted to come back in time to say goodbye in person. Thank you for traveling all the way back. We're friends, right? We bikers got a bit of a proper farewell. What do you plan to do next? Well, I'll be tired for a bit. Caesar's all about honoring Pompey and opening the routes ASAP. Looks like little old me will be hitting the road again. Retirement will have to wait, I suppose. But hey, when the young guns need me, I'll be there. That's the spirit, Senior Poppy. Hats off to you, Senior Poppy. Stop teasing me. You'll make this little old trucker blush. About time I get going. See ya. Here's a lighter. I assume he's going to be a fire DPS character. Okay. You going, Proxy? Safe journey back. Say hello to my dear predecessor and brother for me if you get the chance. Tell him I'm free for a duel anytime. Predecessor. Okay. Oh, right, Billy. He's talking about Billy. What are you planning to do next, Lighter? Well, the Motor League may recognize the boss as Overlord on the surface, but there's going to be some who ain't willing to accept it. If they decide to kick up a fuss, I'll be there to teach them how to keep their traps shut. But, of course, don't tell the boss about that. The responsibility of being Overlord is already making her lose enough sleep as it is. Didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. I'm getting paid, so of course I'm going to take a load off my boss's shoulders. Take the load off my boss's shoulders for her. Plus, recently I've been thinking, it wouldn't be too hard to just stay in the Sons of Caledon as a biker. Boss is truly a leader we're following. Nothing like how I was back then. It's not. Alright, he used to do some arena fights. So that person you want to duel was Billy. Yeah, I heard you two often head into the hollows together. You probably already noticed, but his combat skills ain't something just anyone can master. You could say he's practically born for battle. Billy? Really? Really? I don't see Billy, really? Looks like my bro's been doing a good job of hiding his edge. Perhaps is there going to be a S-rank Billy sometime in the future? Perhaps to him, he's already got the life of his dreams. Oh, later. Oh, you're heading back, Proxy? We aced the Tour de Inferno, all thanks to you. Seriously, how much do I need to pay to recruit you to the Sons of Caledon? Ha, no more jokes. Safe travels. You want to go back and take a look, Lucy? Back to New Eridu? Or back to my home? I go to New Eridu when the opportunity arises. After all, I am the one handling business for the Sons of Caledon in the city. Plus, I need to pick up some clothes and makeup. As for my home, my dad still hasn't given up looking for me. He reported me missing to PubSec and plastered wanted posters everywhere. Since he's so into the whole find me game, playing along with him could be fun, don't you think? Sounds horrible. How are you doing with Caesar? What? Did she complain to you? Still mad about the slap? Caesar isn't angry. Caesar realized her slip up. I couldn't care less about what that board thinks. But for now, Sons of Caledon will put personal grudges aside. Caesar needs to solidify her position as the new overlord. Big Daddy and I will bring her around. She'll adjust to her new role quickly. Later knows what to do if things get messy. We've got everything covered. Later. Where's Bernice? She's the only one we haven't talked to yet. Oh wait, is this yeah, Big Daddy. Ellipses. Hello, sir. Why are you a pig? Okay. Hey, skip the formalities, kid. Just an old biker here. Glad to have some young blood around. I never saw this coming before the Tour de Inferno. I know Caesar needed more life lessons before she'd really understand, but kids grow up fast, huh? I'll be happy if you're willing to chat with this old man, my young friend. You used to lead the Sons of Caledon? That's right, I'm retired now. Just handling some business stuff. But at the moment, those kids can use a hand. It's not because they're lacking strength or smarts, but because they got to deal with some real dim bulbs. To make things easier, I'll step in to clear the air a bit. You don't talk like a typical outer ringer. Don't go tagging stereotypes and outer ringers, my friend. We're a mixed bag from all walks of life. But you're right about one thing, though. I'm not native to the Outer Ring. I'm from Eridu. However, I accepted the Outer Ring as my home since Hollow Zero swallowed Eridu. Excuse me? No worries, my young friend. I'm sure you've got your own stuff to handle. Bernice wouldn't be down there, would she? Wait, who's that? Oh, that's... I don't want to talk to him. What happened to Bernice? She's the only one we haven't talked to yet. I don't want to get too close to Belle because that might trigger the next scene. Maybe Bernice went down the elevator. Leave your boat. Take us down. Okay, she's not down here. Nope, not up there. Leave your boat. Take us up. Oh, she's at the bar. Duh. Of course. Headed back to New Eridu already, Proxy? Safe travels. Where are you headed to next? Back to our camp at the freight station. You were curious about our camp, Proxy, so why not tag along? I'd love to join, but... Oh, almost forgot. Stay here too long and your bang boo at home will worry. What's more, your heart's with New Eridu, Proxy, just as we're to Outer Ring. Swing by our video store next time. Sure, let's hit the drink shop together. When I went with Caesar last time, they were putting food in the drinks. Oh well, we'll be throwing a party to celebrate the Sons of Caledon taking the throne. Don't forget to swing by. I'll definitely be there. Really? Then I'll go tell Caesar. You gotta come, okay? Catch you later. Now that's everybody. Should we head out? Yep. Caesar mentioned that they take us to New Eridu, so we just need to focus on driving. The car window seems like an endless scroll paint. Whatever. Let's just get going.
The sound of Caesar's motorcycle has completely faded. It looks like we're about to leave the Outer Ring.
It was nice of them to escort us all this way.
As expected of the new overlord. So reliable. It's really cool that they escorted us all the way to the edge of the Outer Ring. They even took a bunch of shortcuts that the GPS didn't know.
Thinking about how Cinder Lake was almost extinguished, and now we're laughing and driving home, it feels like a dream.
You seem very reflective.
What's wrong, Belle? You sound a little emotional.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other way to save it. But watching Caesar fall, that feeling of helplessness, I never want to go through that again. Just like that time.
Talk to Belle.
Belle.
Wise. No wonder we're family. You must be thinking the same thing I am, right, Wise? This is the edge of the city. Eos and Fairy are here too. It's time.
Silently turning the steering wheel, the random play service vehicle turns onto the road. Oh.
Master, you have deviated from your course. Recalculating a new route home.
Don't worry, Fairy. We're going the right way. The road we're taking now is the real way home.
The car follows the city's edge, heading into quieter and quieter areas. The road signs show fewer route options as they go, eventually leading only to one destination. Towards the ruins of the old capital at the edge of the city, the chasm. Right, their original home was swallowed up by Hollow Zero.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the old capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the old capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shuryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
That belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute. Or have you forgotten?
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 3 security gates, you'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero, under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and a lot's happened.
The wind carries away her unfinished words. Belle picks up Eos, approaches the protective fence. The bamboo stretches out a small hand and ties a red scarf to the metal net. The colorful cloth dances in the wind.
Master, second assistant, please allow me to express my condolences for the significant individual who has passed away. Should you wish, I can search for her name and accurately determine her location on the memorial monument.
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the old capital. Only one matching result was found in the related information. Resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame. Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
No, It's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. She also saved us when the old capital fell. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent. Because...
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now? Who would come here?
You're the head of Section 6.
I guess it's gonna be the next story.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide Bangbo. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more time with her, alone.
Miyabi goes straight to the monument by the protective fence and softly touches one of the names inscribed on its surface. Yeah, she was there with us when we fought the really big boss at Hollow Zero. Her team, the Section 6 team, I know involves Sukaku, her. Then there's that one pink-haired woman that looks like an NPC, and then some guy who also looks like an NPC, who apparently are going to be on the next banners after Bernice.
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences. I hope you can find peace soon.
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to find peace?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended.
She looks over with a piercing gaze, as if something quietly burns within the depths of her crimson pupils.
I'll catch them all. None will escape me.
She might be a potential enemy. That night. With the dust settled, all we gotta do now is wait for Perlman to wake up. If our speculations are correct, the mastermind behind Perlman wants the sacrifice hidden in the monument. The activity from the sacrifice can cause disruptions to the smart crystalline lens. Could the sacrifice have something to do with the Helios Academy? And how do the mastermind, the monster, and the fall of the old capitals tie together? We're itching closer to the truth. Yeah, our enemy went after the PubSec officers and even hijacked the court airship. They're not foes we can handle alone. Luckily, we got some solid allies. Absolutely. The Cannonaires, Bellabog Heavy Industry, Victoria Housekeeping Co-op, the Sons of Caledon, and maybe even Zuyuan and Qingyi. With them on our side, we're not doing this solo anymore. Second Assistant, you forgot to mention the most reliable and powerful AI companion in all of New Eridu. How could I forget about you, Fairy? Thanks for your trust, Master. I'm here to help, as always. Oh man, that's a bit cheesy, you two. It's late now, and I got a store to run tomorrow. Let's head to bed. Good night, Belle. That should be the end of the story. Let's see. Let's see what pops up. Go back to the bedroom and get some rest. Probably going to get a text message from someone. They have to leave it a cliffhanger of some kind. You settle in and close your eyes. Before today, you hardly ever talked about what happened back then. Not even between you and your sibling. The memories are fresh, like teacher, we have already. Ellipsy. It's morning already. You might have dreamed, but it's all a blur now. Dr. Bell. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Why are you being all sneaky? Oh, all wise. You're awake. When 18 opened the store earlier, there was a bunch of hand people outside. Almost made me jump. Hand? Wait, who are the hand? They look chill, like they just finished a mission. Now they... Oh wait, are they from the HIA? Now I'm really curious about the details of their operation. Me too. Why don't you go check it out, Wise? Go to Waterfall Soup. Or is hand... Are they like the... Like the people we communicate with on the internet to get our... Like... somewhat illegal missions? Nope, this is HIA. Yeah, she's the pink hair woman. I said that's like an NPC in this game. But she's probably going to be in the banner soon. I'm fairly certain she's a 4-star, or A rank. Oh my, as expected of Section 6 elites, you really took down Null Face in one fell swoop. Come on in and have a noodle, 20% off for all of you. Yanagi. The media tend to exaggerate things, but thank you for your generous offer. We'll gladly accept it. Alright everyone, once you're done eating, let's wrap things up here. It was a sudden situation and it's been a long day. My apologies. Please head home and get some good rest. Section 6 will handle the reports. Just drop off and leave request and your operational receipt in the office tomorrow. Female HSO member. Whoa, going on a mission with Nagi is awesome. Free dinner and no paperwork. Male member. You're too kind, Deputy Chief. I have heard Section 5 is still out there chasing leads, but we're clocking out already? All thanks to you. Okay, soon they disperse. You are... It's been a while, Deputy Chief. Oh, it's you. Sorry, didn't recognize you at first. I remember you. You're the captain of the independent investigation team during the Hollow Zero mission. Your Bamboo helped us a lot. Thank you, just happened to be able to help. No need to be so modest. I heard that your team has been pretty active in Hollow Zero lately. The Outpost administrators have nothing but praise for you. Small world running into you here. You and your sibling run a video store down the street, right? Have I mentioned that before? I hope that wasn't too forward. I gather intel for Section 6, so it's my job to know my partners well. I apologize if I made you uncomfortable. It's okay, it's all part of working on important operations. I appreciate your understanding. By the way, mind if I swing by the store? I have some time off today. Maybe I should rent a videotape. Of course. What a nice little store. You got a great collection. Is there anything you'd like to watch? I pulled an all-nighter working last night, and I'm still feeling the grind. A movie to unwind my brain would be perfect. Do you want to watch a comedy? Like Small Body, Big Crisis. Bob woke up as an old bamboo in a scrapyard. In order to return to his own body, he embarked on a tumultuous... This sounds like a Rob Snyder movie. Rob Snyder was just a regular guy until one day, he woke up as a bamboo. What's wrong? Oh, just remembered, after I borrowed your bamboo last time, our department upgraded the system for the standard models. We've got to fill out the evaluation forms by tomorrow. I need to remind Harumasa that the form isn't multiple choice this time. He'll get busted if he lets a bamboo fill it out again. Oops, got distracted by work again. Too many bamboos in this movie. It's triggered my workaholism. I better look for something different. Like the Rito tour. Sounds good. Watching people eat triggers dopamine release in the brain. The chief will be taking care of the girl I'm living with, so I don't have to worry about her getting hungry after watching this show. Or maybe I'll even find a perfect spot for the get-together with Section 5 next month. Wait, you're talking about work again. Oops, sorry. At the last gathering, I had to keep the conversation going for 100 lines an hour to avoid awkward silences. I'm already tired by just thinking about it. Maybe the Redo tour is not for you. Oh, what's with the We Need You videotape manager? You've got a lot of these tapes in your store. Is it popular? Just a collection of job ads. Just some offbeat stuff from a supplier for free. Jobs for all sorts of new Eridu. Every gig under the sun. This might be useful for Section 6. What would you need this for? We've been getting a lot of attention lately. The chief and the others have quite the fan base. Resumes are flying in from people trying to get closer to them, and it's even clogged up the shredder in our office. Great, I'll rent this one. If it's good, we'll play it on repeat at the interview waiting room. For work? Again? Well, not entirely. It could be fun to imagine a fresh start while watching the job ads. Even an elite in Section 6 like you has other job dreams. Running a gooseberry farm with a Tyrian maid, or something like that. Pfft, that's an Ollie specific dream. If it's from the videotape too, or is it from the videotape too? Well, it's hard to say no to that, to the retirement benefits. Man, this just keeps on going. But joining hand wasn't my first choice. Oops, time flies when we talk. The media. Okay, can we just move on, please? What was the customer wise? Why do we need you sitting on the counter? Oh no, she forgot the videotape. What are you talking about? Tell about what happened. Can't believe Deputy Chief forgets. Okay, maybe you should go catch up. And we catch up to her, and then we get to the cliffhanger, right? Okay, something's going to happen. It's not going to be another 15 paragraphs of nonsense. Why won't you talk? Okay. Oh, manager, what are you doing here? Phew, barely made it. The videotape? Oh, I completely forgot about it after getting the membership card. Thank you for bringing it to me. It's just that chatting with you made me feel totally relaxed. Well, being part of Section 6, I can't afford to let my guard down, even off duty. Who knows? You might actually be a dangerous person. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Anyway, I'm glad I visited your store today. Bye, manager. I'll be stopping by more often, and if we meet in Hollow Zero, I'll be happy to work with you. We're just going to teleport back. Caesar? Now we get to cliffhanger? Hello, Proxy. I got your contact from Lucy. Hi, Caesar. I've been meaning to get your contact info before, but my phone broke. It's not like I forgot about you two. You're making excuses. Yeah, your old phone was ancient. Even though I'm a bit sad to say goodbye to my old phone. That's not how you spell phone. Anyway, now I can talk to you more easily. Though, I'm not that good at reading and writing, so expect some typos. No worries, I can understand you just fine. Thanks. Thanks. Let's stay in touch. Oh, that's it. No cliffhanger. Alright, kind of anticlimactic, but sure. Okay, did we unlock a special event after that though? I'm seeing some red here. Get the Overlord's Feast. Get 37 days for this. Heroes set the wasteland ablaze. The following fairy feast won't fall to a miss. Great, okay. Oh, this is what we got to do to get a free copy of Lucy. I mean, yippee. I already got her. I don't know how many copies of her I got though. Current phase, view. Caesar, okay. I'm not sure what this event entails, but I'll be doing that off stream. And yeah, I definitely need to get some polychromes. I spent so much currency making wishes for Caesar. In fact, let me convert all of that and see how many pulls I'll end up getting. 25. So, we got 88 summons before we get to the next pity. So when Bernice comes by in over 2 weeks, right now we got 2 10 pulls. That ain't gonna be enough. We're gonna need to save a lot. And if we do get Bernice, there ain't no way we're gonna get whoever comes after Bernice. So, and I'm pretty sure Section 6 with the Samurai Fox girl, that pink-haired woman, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the next banners. And we're going to have to completely skip Section 6. Because we're not going to have anything left after we get Bernice. If we get Bernice, because we could just fail on that one. But that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Hope you enjoyed. Next time I stream, it's either going to be more Space Marine 2 with Celia. Might be some Dark Tide. Or what it should be is Wukong, because we haven't completed Wukong yet. I'll try to make it Wukong. We'll see. I'm going to get some rest. You all take it easy. Later.